Joining us now is Garrison Coward. He is a candidate for the House of Delegates on the Republican side. This is in the 68th District in Virginia for the House of Delegates, which is part of Chesterfield, Henrico, and Richmond City. And that is represented right now by Democrat Dawn Adams. And Garrison is joining us now. He's a Republican. He's a millennial. He's an African American. And I think he'd be a great candidate for the Republicans in this district. I know Garrison a very long time. He's worked for Rob Whitman for some time in a variety of roles. And he also stood with us in the Trump campaign in the 2016 election and was with me when we went to Cleveland. I ran for delegation chairman, as you know, against Cruzbot Ken Cuccinelli, and he backed us there. So he has been a Trump supporter from early on. Great to have you with us, Garrison.
John, thanks for having me.
So tell us about your race.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like you said, I'm running down in Richmond, Virginia. It's Henrico County, Chesterfield County, and Richmond City, just running on fresh conservative leadership for Virginia.
Now, Dawn Adams, she won that seat in 2017 during the wave. She beat Manny Lupasi. How do you win this seat back?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, we get out there and start talking about common sense solutions for our community. Delegate Adams, she won the seat by 336 votes in 2017. We're out there already. We've knocked on over 6,000 doors. We're in the community. We're talking to people. We're talking about those kitchen table issues, and folks are responding very well. You know, the General Assembly this year, Republicans, I believe we're entering the election season with some momentum. We're committed to keeping and growing our majority in the House of Delegates, and I'm looking forward to joining them.
So, Garrison, tell us a little bit about the makeup of the district, R versus D. You know how they say this district is R+3, this district is D+1. Where does that stand?
Yeah, I truly believe it's a swing district, but you know this is a district that we're gonna put back in our column, the Republicans column this year. I think I'm the right candidate. I'm the right guy with the strongest message, I believe, to carry us into victory in November. So it's definitely it's a swing district for sure, but we're ready to get out there on the ground, and we're already talking to folks, and we're in the community. So I think folks are going to respond very well to our message at the ballot box.
All right, so Garrison, is that affected at all by the new redistricting map that came from
Not
Irvine?
at all. We got very lucky, John. It's one of many districts in Central Virginia that is not impacted in any of the maps that were redrawn.
Okay, so it has no impact, same as it is. And now you're in a primary, right? I think filing deadline is when? Thursday, 5 o'clock?
Filing deadline is tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Right, so we're going to know tomorrow, but it appears you have primary opposition, and that'll be decided in a primary on June 11th.
June the 11th.
Memory serves me, right? June 11th. So you've got to raise money. You have to win the primary. I just want to encourage everybody out there. Look, we talk about getting new faces in the House of Delegates. Right now, Republicans only have one millennial there, and that is Emily Brewer from the Suffolk area. Garrison would be the second millennial. He's also an African-American. So sadly to say, there is not a single elected African-American in the Republican caucus in the House or the Senate. Not one. Now, Garrison, I know you don't like to play identity politics, and I get all that, but then there's just reality. I mean, there's not a single black Republican elected into General Assembly in Virginia. I just don't think that's a good thing. And I think what you would bring to the table is energy, a millennial perspective, young ideas. You're a solid conservative, and I think you would really serve the district well, and I think you'd be an asset to Republicans there. How do you win this race?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I strongly agree with you. You know, we've got a strong slate of not only African-American candidates, but women candidates across the board. We win by getting out there. We're talking about how do we create a stronger education system for our kids. We're talking about, you know, encouraging economic growth, more affordable and more new technologies to help out sectors such as healthcare. So really getting down there and talking about bread and butter issues that people care about, and people are really responding to that, especially seeing as I guess you could say that what just happened in the General Assembly this year. We as Republicans, we have a strong opportunity to draw a sharp contrast, for Virginians, surrounding the controversies and things of that nature. So it's really going to come down to getting out there, knocking on doors, talking to folks, meeting voters where they are, and talking about issues that they care about.
Okay, so if you get elected, you're going to be faced with some key issues coming up in the, I guess it would be 2020 General Assembly. So let's take care of some of those and get your thoughts on it. And what I'm looking here for is a definitive answer. I'm not looking for, I'm not going to talk about that now because it's not there yet, because these are issues that you're going to be asked in a debate, and that you're going to be asked, Garrison, in any public format, because they're going to come up in the General Assembly in 2020. And, of course, issues that matter to me. So those are the ones that I'm going to ask. Okay, so let's start with casino gambling. It's being studied for a year. Rah, big deal. You can study it till it's a blind eye. Are you in favor of Virginia getting casinos, yes or no?
Yes, I think each locality should have the final say, but yes.
Okay, excellent. So I'm for that. We're on the same page on that. Now, what about gambling on baseball, football, basketball, things of that nature? Are you in favor of that?
I am. I do think that we need some common sense solutions to make sure that there's some items there that I need to work through, but absolutely, sure.
Do you prefer Chap Peterson's version, where you have to go to a physical bookmaker to bet and place your bet like in a casino, like in a brick and mortar? Or as a millennial, would you prefer the delegate from Northern Virginia, Democrat, just can't think of his name, his bill, Mark Sickles, his bill was you can gamble online, you can do it on your phone, kind of like DraftKings is. Do you favor either of those, or do you still want to study them?
I think we should study them more. I think a combination, or maybe pilot one and then figure out how we can do the other. But I think we should definitely study more. But again, I'm a free market guy, so I think localities should ultimately make those decisions for sure.
Okay, that makes sense. So you're 3 for 3 on the John Fredericks Casino Oramometer. Now let's get to the ERA. This is one we're going to disagree on, most likely. But I was in favor of the ERA because, look, who cares? Right now, the Democrats just hammer you over the head with it, say you're against women. The thing will be tied up in litigation till I'm dead. I could care less. They want ERA. Let them have it. If that floats their boat, what say you?
Well, listen, I'm for equal rights for everybody, and right now I do believe that we have that now. The ERA, as it is, and what was presented, there definitely needs to be some changes before I'm a yes vote on that. But again, I am for equal rights for everybody.
So it sounds like you have an open mind. I'm in favor of it. Let's get to the Kathy Tran bill. The third term abortions were basically, what the governor said, baby comes out, you make it comfortable, you resuscitate it if necessary, and then the mother and the doctor make a decision. I don't know what the decision would be, but according to the governor, that would be up to and including termination of the child or the baby or whatever you want to say it is. I mean, it's a baby. How do you stand on that? How do you stand on that?
I am 1,000% against that. I mean, I value life. I am pro-life, and I'm 1,000% against that.
All right. Do you favor the tax cut compromise, aligning the tax code the way Kirk Cox did with the Trump tax cut? Most of the Democrats voted no on that. Are you in favor of that?
Yes, I am, 100%. I think what they did, Speaker Cox in the General Assembly this year, providing a $1 billion tax relief package, I think that was the most significant relief in the last 15 years, I believe, and I think it's he's done a great job, and absolutely in favor of that.
Now the Governor Northam, Governor Tunnels, as I've nicknamed him, because he can't get in or out of the mansion without going under a tunnel. So Governor Tunnels is on April 3rd. We come back, but he's vetoing, or he has vetoed, the Republican and some Democrats in favor of this bills in order to give more access to care for Virginians as far as shopping rates and things of that nature. He's vetoed all that, saying that it would weaken Obamacare and weaken the exchanges. That is going to come up again in 2020. Are you in favor of that?
Absolutely not. I think competition, especially in our healthcare markets, it's key to lowering costs. We need to make sure that we're protecting coverage for those with pre-existing conditions and making sure that we're lowering the cost of prescription drugs and all of that. But at the end of the day, I am a strong free market guy, and I do believe that, competition across state lines would lower costs for healthcare.
Garrison, how long have you worked for Rob Whitman?
4 years.
What's the one thing that Dr. Whitman taught you? One thing that you can say that, wow, this is the one thing that I learned from Dr. Whitman. What would it be?
Yeah, absolutely. Just stay true to your beliefs and yourself, and also keep an open mind on folks' varying views. So,
all right, keep an open mind. What is, if you were to define your campaign, Garrison, what would it be? Define it. What's it really about?
Yeah, like I said, what it's about fresh conservative leadership. I always say that it's about equal opportunities and not equal outcomes. And we just need to make sure that we're protecting our conservative values and getting positive results for our families. So good paying jobs, lower taxes, and good education makes for a more efficient government. So,
who's going to win the NCAA basketball tournament?
Wahoo Wah. UVA.
You guys, the most boring team in the face of the earth, UVA, whatever. Okay, another Who's fan. All right, World Series baseball champion 2018, who will it be?
Oh man, I'm going to have to I'm not a big baseball guy, but I know opening day is tomorrow. Let's go with the Nats.
All right, you're going with the Nats. You're going to all the home teams, doing all the right things as a politician, right? Go with Virginia, go with the home team, the Nats, right? Very, very astute. All right, Garrison, we're out of time. I want to thank you very much. People want more info, Garrison, or do they go?
GarrisonCoward.com. That's GarrisonCoward.com. And thank you, John. Thank you for what you do. I really appreciate it and look forward to coming back on soon.
Hey, great job. Great job. And I appreciate the straightforward answers. I tell you what drives me nuts with brand new candidates is when I don't get answers on straight up issues that are going to face them if they win. That really drives me insane. And you answered everything, and, it is what it is. You are who you are. You believe in what you believe, and you're going to vote for what you believe. So all I know is you get Garrison Coward in there. I'm going to get a casino in Richmond. I'm going to be able to bet basketball, baseball, football, probably both online and at a location. And so, boom, I'm for him, right? What else is there? As far as I'm concerned, great job. Garrison Coward for Delegate, my man. I'll see you soon. Hey, and by the way, when I needed Garrison at that convention, were you right there with me or not?
I was right there with you, John.
Right there with me. I'm very loyal, Garrison. I'm 100% in. John Fredericks Radio Network.